afternoon, good evening to all of my wonderful and juicy and delicious little subscribers out there. And how I love you all so, and I hope that you're all super duper well, super duper wonderful and super duper delicious, and that life is treating you oh so deliciously. So what do we do? 3, 2, 1. My juicy little lights, thank you little lights, you're delicious and bright. Yes they are, aren't they, my delicious little babies? Now then, so weather in our England, Caledonia, isn't it? Well, it's very dark. There's not many, let's just say, fluffy clouds. And it's very grey, very dark. It's absolutely been putrid. Earlier on, it was effing bucketing down with rain. And it was really windy. Like this morning, it's like all the trees just went vroom like this. That's how it was this morning, my delicious little babies. So could it be something to do with the 11th of September? When was it? 2001, was it? Anyway, my delicious little babies. So, yeah. Interesting, actually. Now then, my delicious little babies, so I have a number of things to say today, but, and I have a lot of music, okay, because me, myself and I there we are, I just love my music, you know what I mean, and it's a really good way for myself, there we are, to express myself, and I hope that you're all super duper well, my delicious little babies, wherever you are in the world, okay? Now then, so let's go on to the first one, shall we? That doesn't mean, I'm going to repeat this again, I've said this on another video, you know, and you do this, it does not mean that you're being dishonest or anything. It simply means, simple things now, that maybe, you know, your saliva in your mouth is a little bit, you know what I mean? So you just have to do that. Do you see what I mean? But it doesn't mean anything other than that. So ones, there we are, need to get aware, there we are, from this programming. Do you know what I mean, my delicious babies? Anyway, that's what I'm just done saying. Now then, so the first one, my delicious little babies, this is on BitChute, okay? They happen to have 13,186 subscribers, my delicious little babies, okay? So 13,186. Stu Peters. Now, I mentioned it yesterday, but I never looked at the video. So I'm now giving you the information today, okay? So search engine of your choice. Excuse me. You need to type in Stew, STEW, space Peters, space bar, BitChute, and then you should have reached your destination. Okay, my delicious little babies. Now then, the video should read viral. Viral moment. Tucker Carlson bans Stu from his event. Reaction from Sam Parker. Okay, my delicious little babies. So I'm just going to repeat that again for you, shall I? Viral moments. Tucker Carlson bans Stu from his events. From Sam Parker. Okay, my delicious little babies. Now I've done that. There we are, deliberately. Okay, my delicious little babies. Now then. So on this video, okay, because I talked about it yesterday, but obviously I never looked at the video. It appears that Stu Peters, you know, had been, you know, invited somewhere But then what a VIP? Well, a VIP is a very important person, isn't it? Well, none of us, there we are persons, none of us, there we are citizens, okay? Anyway, I'll keep mentioning this to do with citizens. Anyway, but we're hearing a lot about that, there we are, lately, okay? Lack of not being disrespectful, there we are, education, more, there we are, brainwashing. Do you see what I mean, Martin babies? Anyway, so he was supposed to go into this event, apparently, and, well, Tucker Carlson turned him away. My delicious little babies. Now then, why would that be now? My delicious little babies. Now, if you look at Tucker Carlson, I've said on other videos, I mean, he's really good. You know what I mean? But Tucker Carlson, very sadly, see, I stumbled there. He's another bitch. Do you see what I mean? There we are for who runs the world. Do you see what I mean? And so would his father. Do you see? But I personally thought he was banging, on many points. But I never looked into his background, do you see what I mean? But when you look into it, I mean, please do not get me wrong. You could look into somebody's background, anybody's background, there we are, background in the world, before I even said it. And yes, they may not have always been as wholesome. Do you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, you can sort of, bar sad that. I've just got the words bar sad that. But, no. What Tucker Carlson did is that he didn't want your man there, okay, because at the end of the day, to have this done now then dampens we know who. Do you sit there we are? Do you sit to me, my delicious babies? And what Stu Peters has been doing, there we are, is to help to expose. Of course, he's only been doing it. You see, a lot of what's been going on, my delicious babies, has been since 2020, okay? When we look at what was going on before that, who did we have? We had our beautiful, not in that way with anybody, our beautiful dear little David Ark. Do you see what I mean? So he's been, there we are, done saying it. How long? But then when 2020 came, there we are, we seem to have seen something totally different now. Like, there we are, everybody coming out of the woodwork, shall we say, okay? And then, of course, they get on a bandwagon, they get on with a super duper top, let's just say somebody who apparently is significant in the world. Yes, they are significant, but are they better than anybody else? No, they are not. But what's happened is, my delicious babies, that this is really not, there we are, rocked and rolled this way. Do you see what I mean? So you have your useful, there we are, Egypts. You see? So to our lovely Stu Peters, God bless you, darling, and I read one of his comments on BitChute. I read one comment and just said, basically, it's only words to effect, just look at it as a blessing, because you're not part of the, the idiotic, there we are, shat in little man with little suits. Do you see what I mean? Because even when you looked at Tucker Carlson, this is what I noticed. Even when you come off Tucker Carlson from Fox News, I still noticed that even though he was in his home, apparently, or another part of his home, because when you have that many millions, you know what I mean, from being a ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching little bitch, you know what I mean? that, you know, you've got everything full and plenty, isn't it? So maybe he's got his own separate little cabin, but he still feels the need to be, here come the man in black, Galaxy Defenders. I'm taking the P. In his little shirt, his little tie, there we are, and his little suit. Are you all now following me, my delicious little baby? Something to do with, there we are, the CIA. Now, the fact of the matter is, my delicious little babies, you know, like I said, I mean, I personally like the way that Tucker comes across. What I do not like, there we are, is, there we are, the shat that he's surrounded with. Do you see to me, my delicious babies? That's what I do not like, okay? So, but of course he's never gonna, there we are, come out of that fold because he's in the fold. Do you see to me? So once you, there we are, you're in the fold. You're not going to come out of it now. Do you see to me? I mentioned months and months and months ago about a woman on one of my videos. And she'd been married to somebody who was in the mafia for a very long time. And what happened was, there we are, ding, ding, dong, dong, common sense prevailed to get out of the mafia. Do you see to me? Anyway, God bless her. I mean, she went to flipping hell and back. There we are. But God bless her. There we are. She got her name back. God love her for that. Do you see what I mean, my delicious babies? Anyway, I'm not going to be long, and I cannot be bothered, quite frankly, to turn a light on, because we don't need it on, okay? We've got enough lights, okay? So I just thought I'd mention it, but yes, you know, Tucker, he's, there we are, going downhill, just the same as Donald Trump, downhill, there we are. Do you see what I mean, my delicious babies? I'm highly delighted. All that you're hearing all over BitChute and, you know, YouTube and everywhere, it's all to do with this poxy debate to do with Donald Trump and Kamala Harris. Well, here's what I'm going to say about this. There we are. It's all a crock of effing shit. They're all in one pot. There we are. It's just like a one-pot noodle. Do you understand what I mean? Whether it's curry, whether it's Italian, whether it's Indian, whether it's China, whether it's Russia. Mind you, Russia doesn't do, oh gosh, that's going off there. Doesn't do much, there we are, good food now, isn't it? Just the same as China, you know, where their populations, you know, just to feed them damn selves now, have to go and fish out dirty oil from the drains, isn't it? The sewers, isn't it? Yes. What did I see yesterday evening on BitChute? Whether this is true or not, I do not know. You can never tell these days. That Putin, what was it under? J Jack on BitChute. It's only 1 minute something. Where you know, to let a boxer into the country, you know, so that he can just have a, you know, passport to come and go as he pleased. But it was really interesting what the uploader put on his title. You know, that basically that your man there can come and go and bang the Russian women. Do you follow me? There we are, my delicious babies. But when I seen like just over a minute of it, yeah, Donald, no, oh, I said Donald then, didn't I? Mind you, he was very much in cahoots with throwing the ball to Putin now. There we are, wasn't he? My delicious babies, let's not forget about that. Yes, and he was quite happy to sit there, you know, tea and biscuits or coffee and biscuits, whatever it was, you know what I mean? Let's not forget that a lot of Russia is very much, there we are, Muslim, okay? I've got nothing against me, my own dear Mama Bear, how I love you so, okay? Her dad, was a Bangladeshi man. Do you see what I mean? And he was clearly Muslim, isn't it? Ding, ding, dong, dong. Yes? Because in those days, that's how it was now. These days, it's changed. And I would certainly say to look at the archive. I'm going to repeat that again. The archive on YouTube, okay? With Sam Shamoon, okay? My delicious little babies, yes? That is what I'm done saying. Do you say? Okay? And then 1C, that doesn't mean no. Chinny chin chin. You know, like, you can blur down my house. It's a Little Piggies, isn't it? Do you ever remember that, my delicious babies? That little story where one comes along, tries to blur down one house, then tries to blur down another, then another. Do you see what I mean? Okay? Bricks. So my point is, that's just come into my noddle, my delicious little babies. There we are. You know, out of nowhere. Do you follow me? My delicious little babies, yes. Then I'm seeing on the internet that, you know, ones are still trying to rope in this bricks business. You know, that it's all going to be super duper wow. I just had to go over the number 9 there. And then 3. Comes to 12, doesn't it? There we are. My delicious little babies. That's how these play numbers. Do you see what I mean, my delicious babies? They do it the same with 17, 6, 3s. Oh, everything. 27, 52. Oh, my life. You know, there we are. The list is endless. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? So I just thought I'd mention all of that now then. So that's that video. Now the next one is our lovely Gemma O'Doherty. Gemma O'Doherty. Okay? Search engine of your choice, my delicious little babies. Gemma O'Doherty, space bar, BitChute. And then you should have reached your destination. Now then, she's up to 8,059 subscribers, my delicious little babies. So 8059. Good on you, dear Gemma. God bless you. Good on you. Okay? The video should read more fakery for the dumbed masses. Okay, my delicious little babies. This is not my wording. This is the wording of our lovely Gemma O'Doherty. More fakery for the dumbed masses. Yes, I totally agree. I totally agree. I feel so sorry for anybody who, very sadly, has not woken up. You know, let's look at what have I got here. I've got this is a plug, but if you look at it, it's Europe. So it means that when you go on holiday, you can plug this in, and then of course, you know, from England, you know, Caledonia, you can, you know, plug in your normal appliances, but it only has 2 points. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? Do you follow me? Now then, sorry, excuse me. What's really interesting about our lovely little Gemma O'Doherty's videos, I'll repeat again, God bless you, our beautiful dear little Gemma, yes? And she's gone through the shout herself. There we are, God bless her, okay? Is that she's done doing it and she's talking to a dear gentleman called Phil. Okay, there we are. And he breaks everything down. What would you say in Jamaican terms? Broke it down, broke it down. That's what he's doing. Okay, he's done it for many years. Okay, which of course has paid off, there we are, others. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? Because he calls it out, there we are, for what it damn well is, okay? But it's really interesting. And then if you go into the little square, circle square, of little Gemma O'Doherty on BitChute, and you just click on it, you'll see there we are other videos, okay? Now, I want to make this abundantly clear before I proceed in what I'm saying, yes? She's not prejudiced. Nobody's prejudiced, okay? We just, there we are, done saying it. She's done saying it. Do you see what I mean? And so is others about different things now that have gone on in the world. Do you see what I mean? There we are. But, of course, if you happen to mention this, well, oh, it's not allowed to be mentioned. Oh, no, this is disgusting business. You're not allowed to mention it. Well, no, we shall, there we are, continue to mention it. There we are, because it needs to be damn well called out. And any crisis actors, I'd never do that in my life, my delicious babies. No, I would not. There we are. I wish them all damn well. There we are, for what they are doing now. Because this causes, there we are, so much trouble and strife in the world. But if they get paid ka-ching, 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 then they're going to be just done doing it, isn't it? Good luck to you, little Fs. I've known it, there we are, long time, what's been going on. Yeah. Do you see what I mean? And it's disgusting. Anyway, let me go on to me last. So I've ticked you off, our lovely little Gemma. God bless you, and may your numbers prosper, my little baby. Now then, these are songs, okay, my delicious little baby. So please and thank you, like you to take a listen. Well, to any of the videos, please and thank you. Just a little bit of time out of your day or night, okay, just to please and thank you listen. Yes, okay. That would be so very helpful, yes? So the first one, this on YouTube. This uploader happens to have 107,000 subscribers, my delicious babies. So 107, that comes to 8, doesn't it? My delicious babies. Now, the uploader, if you type it into the old space bar in old YouTube, David Soul. David space Soul. Okay, as in soul music. S-O-U-L. Then hyphen Silver Lady. Silver Lady. Okay, so David Soul hyphen Silver Lady. Now, no, it isn't actually. Sorry, do forgive me. I've got this the wrong way around. I've wrote it the flipping wrong way around, haven't I? Do forgive me, my delicious babies. It's very rare that ever happens. The uploader is called 4545. You know, numbers. Then R, capital P, M-B-Y, Mark, capital M, Markle, as in Mark. Then capital E, Evans. I'll just repeat that again for you, my delicious babies. 45 RP MBY Mark Evans. Okay? And the song is Please Do Forgive Me. I was incorrect there. Okay? David Soul, hyphen Silver Lady. You know, Silver Lady. You know. Come. I'm not going to sing any more of that, okay? Whoever it is, there we are, shall watch, okay? Now then, the next one, my delicious little babies. Now, I happen to love, not in that way, I happen to love our beautiful Andy Gibb, and he was the youngest little Ben of the Bee Gees. Now, I have mentioned him over my past 2.5 years, okay? And that was very interesting as well when he went into hospital, wasn't it? And he'd stopped taking any drugs and everything. Anyway, admittedly, only from what we were told, my delicious babies, only from what we were told. Do we really know it? No, we do not. But he'd packed up her drink and everything. And then he went into hospital. God bless you, beautiful, dear little soul. Our beautiful, dear little Andy Gibb. And at that time, apparently, in our old England, Caledonia, that you wasn't allowed to have your family there, so they had to leave at a certain time. Well, I could tell you many things about hospitals, my delicious little babies, okay, where you're not allowed to have certain, and I'm not prejudiced or disrespectful to anybody, but we were not allowed. But say in another culture, you could have 7 or 8 around. So I'm not being rude or disrespectful when I said that. There we are. I'm just done telling it the way it is, and that's how it was. Okay, so it changed. You see what I mean? Like, you could only have one, say one of me, at a bed, but you could have 7 at another. Are you following me? My delicious babies, okay? And they removed flowers. You were not allowed to bring grapes. You were not allowed to do anything in these hospitals. And apparently, these hospitals are supposed to be, to help everybody, to be friendly, aren't they, my delicious babies? But it appears that many years ago, there we are, this never happened. Did it, my delicious babies? There we are. Just thought I'd mention it. Anyway, getting back to this now. So yeah, dear Andy, God bless his beautiful dear little soul, he was only 30. I did mention him before on one of my other videos. And his beautiful dear little Mama Bear, she, went to the hospital, she sat with him. And then, they said, well, you've got to go home, because you could only stay there, until 10 o'clock. So you could only stay till 10 o'clock. So she went home. And she said he was perfectly fine. Well, anyway, my delicious little babies, then she got a call to say that, that he passed away. Okay, my delicious little babies, okay, was it that in 1988, was it? Strange that, wasn't it? That you've got, he was aged 30. Okay. Well, apparently, did he have something intravenously? There we are, injected into him. What does that remind you of? There we are, my delicious little babies. Just wondering. Do you see what I mean? And yet you still got now ones who are, let's just say, turning a blind eye to this. Do you see what I mean? Just for their jobs, just for their, shall we just say, materialism, and just for their pensions. Do you see what I mean? So they know what's going on. There we are. But they continue to proceed. There we are in what they're doing now. Are you following me, my delicious babies? Just thought I'd mention it. Anyway, this is on YouTube, my delicious babies. Now, this uploader happens to have 51,100 subscribers. What does that come to, my delicious babies? Number 7 again. Look at that. 8s and 7s. Now then, the uploader is called Andy, in your search bar in old YouTube. Please and thank you. Andy space Gibbs hyphen, that line, topic, okay? And the song is I Just Want to Be Your Everything. Now, if you can, okay, I Just Want to Be Your Everything. So if you can, try to find the original. I did actually have it on my playlist. Because I've had a photograph of our lovely little Andy Gibb. There we are, for many years, okay? It's like Spirit told me, have his picture of him, and I got 2. Something, there we are, just said, have that, do you see what I mean? So I can, in future time, there we are, get it across, there we are, to others, do you see what I mean? Okay? But, there we are. But, yes, That was a beautiful song. Darling, I would wait forever for those lips of wine. Yeah. Build my world around you, darling. Yeah. Watch it and see. Yeah. Okay. Beautiful song. But he fell into very sadly in his life, it seems. And I watched many videos on him, yes. He fell into this where he was, I don't know, with all the bright lights, with everything, do you see what I mean? And I do not feel, there we are, that his spirit had rested in that way, do you see what I mean? Anyway, so now we're going to go on to the last one. What I'm doing, my delicious babies, is doing my best to get across to you that the bright lights, the glitzy lights are not everything, okay? Nobody has to be rich. What the done thing to be done now doing, I mean, I watched somebody in a tent on YouTube. There were a couple, they blew up a tent. They even had a log fire in there. And it was like home from home. They just had a beautiful time, and that was in a colder winter. But what I want, there we are, is my narrowboat. That's what I want. There we are. So you can just live in peace, love and harmony, not in a block, you know what I mean, my delicious babies. Now, very lastly, because it's going very dark and I'm not going to, like I just said, put the lights on. This uploader happened to have 6,039 subscribers, my delicious little babies. So 6.39 thousand, okay, on old YouTube, okay. Now then, if you could please and thank you type into your space bar in YouTube, the space new space edition space music. So it's YouTube, the space new space edition space music, and it is called, the title is called Candy Girl, You Are My World. Okay, you need to look at the video very carefully, okay? Hats coming on and off, okay, my delicious babies. Candy Girl in space, in, sorry, brackets, official video. Okay, my delicious babies, that's the end of my video. So wherever you are in the world, have a super duper delicious time. You only get one life. Okay, my delicious babies, sending you all peace, love, harmony and bright blessings. And may your beautiful little selves and your beautiful little families all be fully protected. Okay, and lights off. How I love you all so, okay? Now, it's morning, afternoon or evening. Have a super duper delicious time, okay? Because it's so super duper important, you know what I mean? Because when they're trying to, there we are, depopulate us, you know what I mean? We've got to, there we are, up our game. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies, okay? It's very difficult in some countries, there we are, granted. But guess what? We're not going to lose, okay? See how it's going dark? But for myself, there we are, it's going light, okay? So you must not never worry about this now, okay? What we need to do, we're in a hole, there we are, we must get ourselves out of it, okay? There we are, and we will get ourselves out of it, okay? Remember the Terminator, no matter how much. I remember Mad Max. That's all these are just coming into my noddle now. You know, Mad Max, okay, and what happened? Yeah, you build an army. I'm not inciting anything. Never excuse me. Never at all. What I'm doing is, I'm just done saying it. Okay? So until my next video, if it's night time, morning or afternoon, but if it's night time, love you. Good night. God bless. Thank you for listening. Thank you for any likes or for any views. Take care. God bless. Goodbye.